What's up, Broncos Country? Hold on to your helmets because what just happened at Mile High is going to give you chills. Bo Nix just entered a group so exclusive, so select, that it has only 3 members in the entire franchise. And the other 2 names? Just 2 Hall of Famers. Small detail, right? Stick around because this is going to be a conversation you won't want to miss. Look, Denver Broncos family, before I start talking about what happened Sunday, I need you to do something. Think with me here. You're at home. Sunday, watching your team massacre the Cowboys 44-24. But it's not just the win, it's how that win happened. It's what happened during that game, because what went down will be marked in this team's record books forever. And the protagonist? Our number 10, Bo Nix. But hold on. Before I tell you about the record, let me take you inside that historic Sunday at Mile High. The atmosphere was electric. Broncos Country packing the stands, everyone wanting to see this 6-2 team continue this absurd streak of 5 games without losing. And on the other side, the Dallas Cowboys, that traditional team, full of stars, with Dak Prescott commanding. A real test. The game starts, and right off the bat, boom, Bo Nix interception. People already started thinking, here comes the same old problem, that slow start, those difficulties in the first 3 quarters. But you know what separates the great from the average? The ability to respond. Champion mentality. And family, Bo Nix has that in spades. Because after that interception, what this kid did was simply dominate the game, completely, totally, without mercy. He completed 19 of 29 passes, 247 yards through the air. And now comes the magic number, 4 touchdowns. 4 times Bo Nix put that ball in the end zone through the air. 4 times he raised his arms in celebration. 4 times Mile High exploded with joy. And the quarterback rating? 117.4. That's right, family. The kid went off, left Dak Prescott, who was being talked about as an MVP candidate, completely in the shadows. It was an individual show within a dominant team performance. But here comes the part I need you to pay close attention to. Because it's not just about the numbers. It's not just about the 4 touchdowns. It's about what those 4 touchdowns represent. It's about where Bo Nix just put his name in the franchise. Brace yourselves, Broncos Country. Bo Nix became only the 3rd player in our entire rich, glorious, legendary franchise to achieve 3 wins or more with 4 passing touchdowns or more. Let me repeat that because it's too important. Only 3 guys in our franchise have done this. 3 names, 3 legends. And who are the other 2? Oh, just a couple of random guys. Someone named John Elway. That same one, number 7, the helicopter. The guy who took us to 2 consecutive Super Bowls, Hall of Famer, eternal idol. And someone named Peyton Manning. That sheriff, the guy who came here already a veteran and gave us another championship ring, revolutionized the position Hall of Famer too. Small details, right? Bo Nix is in the same group as Elway and Manning. Let that sink in for a second. A kid who's in his 2nd year of his career. A quarterback that a lot of people doubted when he was picked as the 12th overall pick in the draft. A guy who had to prove his worth from the first snap. And now he's there, side by side with the 2 greatest quarterbacks who ever wore the orange and blue. If you're true Broncos Country, subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss any updates about this incredible team. Hit that red button, turn on notifications, because every week there's new content about our family. And look, Denver Broncos family, this isn't luck. This isn't coincidence. This is work. This is dedication. This is winning mentality. Bo Nix spoke after the game, and his words show exactly the type of leader he is. He said that Coach Sean Payton liked the week of practice, that everyone felt the urgency up there, and that now the team needs to stack weeks, maintain that same vibe, train hard, Wednesday through Friday, so they can go out and deliver that performance again, and again. But wait, there's more. Because this game against the Cowboys wasn't an isolated case. Bo Nix is on an absolutely insane streak. He became the first Broncos quarterback with at least 4 total touchdowns in consecutive games, since Peyton Manning in 2013. Peyton Manning, the guy who's considered one of the greatest of all time, and Bo Nix is matching his feats in his second year of his career. And when you look at the season stats so far, the picture becomes even more impressive. Bo Nix is tied for 5th place in the entire league with 15 passing touchdowns. He's 7th in passing yards with 1,803. This is a quarterback who's carrying an offense, who's making things happen, who's elevating everyone around him. But family, we can't talk about Bo Nix without talking about that magical fourth quarter that's become his trademark. Because in the last 3 weeks, this kid simply transforms when the clock hits the fourth quarter. It's like he turns into a werewolf at the full moon. It's like someone pressed a button and activated clutch mode. In the last 3 games in the fourth quarter, Bo Nix completed 45 of 66 passes. That's 68% completion rate, 494 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a quarterback rating of 104.0. In the fourth quarter, when the game is on the line, when the pressure is at maximum. And it's not just that. Let me tell you about that game against the Giants. That game was simply from another planet. The Broncos were losing 19-0 after 3 quarters. 19-0 at home against the Giants. It looked like it was going to be a humiliating defeat. A lot of people were already leaving the stadium, already turning off the TV, already giving up. But Bo Nix doesn't give up. This team doesn't give up. This family doesn't give up. And what happened in the fourth quarter of that game will stay forever in the memory of those who are true Broncos country. 33 points. 33 points in a single quarter. Franchise record for most points in a period, and tied for the second highest in the entire league in the modern era. And Bo Nix? He did something that no one in the league had done before. He became the first player in the entire history of the NFL to pass for 2 touchdowns and run for 2 touchdowns in the same quarter. The first? In over 100 years of the league. He did that for the first time. That's writing your name in the record books in golden letters. Against the Giants, he completed 16 of 25 passes in the fourth quarter. 174 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. 46 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, 33 points in the fourth quarter. And he still had that crucial 2-point conversion to Cortland Sutton when the team absolutely needed it. When there was no margin for error, when it was do or die. And Denver Broncos family, did you see his reaction after that crazy win? He bowed his head in relief when Will Lutz nailed that field goal in the final second. He was physically and emotionally exhausted. He gave everything he had, every drop of sweat, every ounce of energy, every bit of determination. And he delivered a win that will be marked forever. But let's also talk about the special connection that's developing in this offense, Bo Nix and Troy Franklin. 2 former Oregon teammates, 2 guys who already had chemistry from their college days, and now they're bringing that magic to mile high. Against the Cowboys, Franklin was Nix's favorite target, 6 receptions, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. That first touchdown was a beautiful thing to see. 25 yards. Nix throws the ball with confidence. Franklin runs the route with precision. The ball arrives. Touchdown Broncos. The crowd goes wild. And in total for the season, Franklin already has 33 receptions, 358 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Ducks fly together, as they say. And speaking of rookies, Pat Bryant caught his first career touchdown in that game, 24 yards over the shoulder at the end of the second quarter. That gave the Broncos a 27-10 lead at halftime. And his explosion of joy? Pure, genuine. This is what we play for, family. It's for these moments. It's for this emotion. Speak up, Broncos country. After seeing Bo Nix enter this exclusive group with Elway and Manning, do you believe this is the quarterback who's finally going to take us back to the top? Comment below. I want to know what each of you is thinking. And there you have it. Denver Broncos family. Bo Nix among Elway and Manning. Who would have thought, huh? Do you think he can achieve what those legends achieved? Leave your comment down here. And don't forget to hit that like button to share with all your friends who are true Broncos Country. Till the next video, family.